Hello there. I'm going to be talking about narcissism today because there are so many people in narcissistic relationships, Christians, regular people. It doesn't discriminate. Narcissism seeks out people who are kind hearted and helpful and who have achieved. So I'm going to read from my notes so that I can get through everything I need to share with you. I do have a dodgy throat, but I hope it doesn't interfere with what I'm going to say. So, I've titled it Narcissism and Trauma Bonds, How They Keep You Trapped and How You Break Free. Sometimes we fall for someone who feels like a dream at the start, but slowly becomes a storm we can't escape. Sometimes a narcissist is a person who uses Christianity or religion as a tool for image, power, or moral superiority. This is sometimes called spiritual narcissism or religious narcissism. There's a particular kind of danger that walks into our lives not with a clenched fist, but with a soft voice, a trembling lip, and the word sorry shaped like a prayer. False sincerity, the masterclass performance of the narcissist, especially the Christian narcissist. The one who weaponizes warmth, wields scripture like a shield, and uses emotion as currency. You see, false sincerity isn't just lying, it's strategy, it's survival. A Christian narcissist doesn't begin with cruelty. They begin with performance. They come dressed in gentleness, soft words, softer smiles. They say things like, God put you in my life. I care about you. I'm only trying to guide you. And for a while, you might believe it, because why wouldn't you? Most people don't expect manipulation to come wrapped in God's message. A religious narcissist needs an audience more than they need relationships. They need admiration more than they need connection. And they need to appear holy far more than the need to be actually good. This is the world of narcissistic behavior and the emotional trap it creates called a trauma bond. Let's break it down so you can break free. So why do they act this way? People with strong narcissistic traits often grow from deep insecurity, emotional injury, or childhood environments where love came with conditions. They survive by acting superior, controlling situations, craving admiration, avoiding accountability, hiding their fragile ego under confidence. They're not powerful, they're performing power, and their favorite stage is relationships. Narcissists don't just date you, they capture you, and they do it through a predictable emotional cycle designed to create a trauma bond. They charm you, they study you, they mirror you, they make you feel seen in ways you've never felt before. You don't fall for them, you fall for the version of themselves they created to hook you. So then the switch. Suddenly the compliments fade, the criticism creeps in, the mood changes, they chip away at your confidence, they start working harder to get back, and you start working harder to get back the person you met. Then there's the fear, confusion and control. The gaslighting begins. That didn't happen. You're too sensitive. It's your fault. Your reality becomes blurry. Your self-esteem takes the hit they should be taking. Now they hold the emotional power. The reward is that it goes hot and cold. Just when you're about to break, they give you affection again, a small apology, a soft moment, a hug, a text, a promise. Your brain grabs it like oxygen. This tiny kindness feels bigger than it is because you're starved for it. And this is the trauma bond. What the trauma bond does to you. It creates a loop where your brain mixes love with fear, hope with anxiety, safety with danger. You find yourself walking on eggshells, blaming yourself, justifying their behavior, protecting their reputation, waiting for good days, feeling addicted to them, losing your identity. You know they're hurting you, but you feel unable to leave. That's not weakness. That is psychological conditioning. Why you stay, linked directly with narcissistic behavior. You stay because they made you feel special in the beginning. The highs feel powerful. They punish you with silence or anger. They train you to doubt your own reality. They apologize just enough to keep you hopeful. They isolate you so there's no outside voice. They break you and then become the person who comforts you. The abuser becomes the fix. That is the essence of trauma bonding, and the narcissists rely on it. You can break the cycle. Your power doesn't disappear, it just gets buried. This is how you dig it back up. You name what is happening clearly. This is an unhealthy attachment caused by narcissistic behavior. Or you might want to say this is a toxic bond created by narcissism. Whatever sounds natural to you, but the truth breaks denial. You stop chasing after the ideal. The ideal version was a mask. Write down incidents, talk to someone you trust. The trauma bond weakens when the truth is spoken out loud. Set boundaries, emotional and physical. Short replies, no explaining, no defending. Do not let them pull you back into the cycle. Limit contact or go no contact. If you can't create physical distance, create emotional distance. Distance breaks the addiction and silence breaks the spell. Rebuild your self-worth. Every part of you they try to shrink, rebuild it. Piece by piece, step by step. Healing happens faster when you're not alone. Friends, family, advocates, helplines, therapy. Use what's safe and available. And be patient. Trauma bonds don't disappear overnight, but they do dissolve with consistency, education, and support. And remember this, a narcissist does not cling to you because you're weak. They cling to you because you're strong, and your strength feeds them. But strength can also free you. You deserve love that feels safe. You deserve peace that doesn't break. You deserve a version of yourself that you recognize again. You can walk away, you can heal, and you can rise. I'm just going to do something for I'm going to kind of condense it into a kind of spoken word. Okay? Some narcissists don't flirt with the spotlight. They hide behind the pulpit. They don't say, trust me. They say, God told me. And suddenly your doubt feels like a sin. Listen carefully. A Christian narcissist doesn't need the light. They need to be holy. They don't need to be right. They need to be holy. They weaponize scripture, spiritual guilt, and call your boundaries rebellion. And the wildest part, they don't fear being exposed. They fear being ignored. You don't catch them in their lies. You expose them by refusing to play. Stop reacting. Stop justifying. Stop bleeding for someone who calls your pain the enemy. The moment you stay calm, neutral, unimpressed, they're powerless, their power collapses. Your clarity is the sermon they can't preach over. And your silence, that's the exorcism they never saw coming. So I don't know if those few words helped. I do hope so. It's very, very difficult when you find yourself in these situations, especially as a Christian person who wants to do the right thing, who wants to show love, who believes in God, and they believe that God is love. And because God is love, they take on these situations which are not healthy. And the narcissist exploits those situations. So just remember that. Just remember, narcissists target people who are kind, people who are empathetic, people who are hopeful, people who have optimism. Those are the ones they target. So I hope this is useful. And for the person who asked me to do the video, I hope I've met your expectations. And that's all for now. Bye-bye.